So, I'm in our technology centre, and I'm kind of struggling to put my visuals into words. So I thought that I'd film myself explaining them and just show some visuals from a PowerPoint to explain. Because when I start devising, I don't like to start with nothing, and usually with words I find it quite difficult. So I find that the images come before anything else does, and I have an image of the audience in a boat, and then white cloths around the boat. I don't know why, but I really want them to feel like they are the refugees, because I feel like that's the only way I'm going to connect to them. But anyway, if I can turn my camera, which I don't think I can, but you can see that there's some visuals here. So this one, I have an image of a refugee writing down words on a silhouette of a shape of a person, but words that society would explain refugees, stuff like that they take our jobs, just quite derogatory things that they'd say that's going to be hard hitting for the audience, because I want it to make it that they have said these words before. I don't want it to be alienation for them. This one here, this is quite an interesting idea I had. I saw a piece at Bee Festival before, and they Skyped someone live on stage, and I have a friend who lives in France, and she's doing some work with the European Union at the moment, and she's fully immersed in the refugee area, and she does a lot of charity work. So I thought it might be a really cool idea if I do a live link in the performance to her in France. I don't know how it'd work, but it's in my head at the moment. But if I did a live link to her and a live interview about the crisis, and while it's at their end, I don't know, but it's something that I'd like to explore, because it's using multimedia and it's showing the audience that, I don't know, it's in my head at the moment. But yeah, either that, or I've also emailed a famous, she's not multi-famous, but she's well known, a famous she does documentaries, named Stacey Dooley, and I'm looking to email her, because she has done a lot of work with refugees as well, and if I could just get some of her words and some of her first-hand experiences from being there, it'd be a really good thing to make the audience, so that it's not just coming from a third person's point of view, that it's coming from a real person who has seen it themselves. It's just a nice thing. This image here is of a dance. They're in the boat, and that's where I got the idea of the audience in the boat, because at first I was going to have the actors in the boat and to make it like a piece of movement, but I really think it would be interesting if they're in the boat and they feel the movement of the boat, and yeah, and then hopefully on the wall there's going to be projections of the sea. Yeah. I also have images of people wearing loads of layers of clothes and then taking them off and leaving the stage just full of clothes, after in Syria, where they would have lived before. What's left now is just pieces of clothing and pieces of rubble from the humans that were there. Projections are a big thing that I want to use, and having actors become other people on stage through technology or craft work, like this one, if you can see it here. This one is a piece by Maladovin, and he's a singer, but he cut out another person's face and stuck a part over his eye and over his mouth, and then became that person. And I think it's a really interesting idea if I had the people playing refugees to make them become the British people, to put the parts over them live on stage. It just looked really interesting, I think, for the audience. And then my last image that I like on here is of this is the RSC, and they went to the refugees in Calais to perform a piece for them on Christmas Day, because they they would have had nothing, so that was their way of bringing it to them. And I think theatre is a big thing and can help a lot of people around the world. So yeah, that's where my visuals are at the moment. Not really, I just got to get them on their feet really, but I want to make sure I've got enough information about the subject to then get it on its feet. I'm just playing around with things, but I think I have some good ideas. I just don't know. But yeah, thank you.